about to have an evening intimate hours discussion on sex magic, on lovers from the past that you might have found in between this world, this timeline. We're going to speak about maybe, at nighttime when you're having dreams, you could be thinking about something very intimate with an individual that feels like a soul tie or a twin flame, but you've just met them recently too, or you knew them from the past but they just resurfaced. So it's like you guys could be having wet dreams about each other simultaneously. So we're going to dive into the mystics of life, the behind the veil. So join me. We're going to start off with the sex magic, okay? So with sex magic, you can also either do this with yourself, or you can do this with a partner or someone that values your sacred body, okay? Values who you are as the divine God and goddess you are, and you feel like you can merge with them, okay? So what I mean by when you can do it by yourself, you can pleasure yourself, you can touch yourself, you can do acts of love and romance your life in a way of like lighting candles and pleasuring yourself to the ultimate higher extent. And you can think about money, you can think about, you getting more richer, you can think about you seeking, like your husband seeking you, right? They're coming towards you. You can picture them coming towards you like they were seeking you, now they find you. You can picture like an individual from your dreams, maybe even that, like you might have dreams about like individuals that you want to create in this reality that can hold the space for your emotions, take care of you, love you, do your body good and stuff. You could just be having fantasies or just having lovers astral project into your dream, past life lovers and individuals that you currently met that give you that ancient feeling. But we're going to dive into that a little shortly, okay? But we're still diving into the aspects of pleasuring yourself one-on-one, and then secondly, pleasuring yourself with a partner or someone that you divinely trust with your sacred body. So like I said, you can get candles and pleasure yourself, turn the lights off, put on something romantic that, arouses you. You can watch either maybe videos that you have saved in your phone. I'm getting the energy that some of you still got your exes saved in your phone, or you might got a selective type of collection that you like to watch on your spare time. And I'm just telling you that even if you choose to watch something while you are pleasuring yourself in sex magic, baby, you can still overall get all that energy towards you, whatever you're calling forth as you're having an arousal. When you're about to, go off, start thinking about money, start thinking about you just getting so rich and everything like that. Start thinking about like opportunities opening up for you. Whatever you're trying to conjure into this reality, as you're about to go off, just start thinking about the things that you desire and want to bring into fruition, okay? So that's one thing that you can do with self-pleasuring. Now, with a partner, you guys can choose and decide which type of positions that you guys like. So if you have a partner that likes to position the back, either the back or the horse, or they like different type of positions, you guys can write out a set or just let the flow of the intimacy go about its way. Or if you want to have this planned out, you can write out a set of positions you guys will do, and then every time you guys are about to simultaneously come off together, you could just start thinking about the same thing. So you can let your partner know, hey, I'm manifesting this, and your partner can tell you, well, I'm manifesting this too. Or you guys can have different ideas that you're manifesting, but it still is based off of something similar to the energies of what you guys are calling forth into this reality. Which I mean is like, if your partner was manifesting a car, but you were manifesting a new business opportunity, it's going hand in hand because it has something to do with growth, okay? So your boyfriend, your husband, he's manifesting that car. He's always been wanting that hot car, that hot red car. And then you're manifesting the energy of, I want more business opportunities, okay? Like, I want to see my business grow. Money is going to come from each of these because you know why? When he's moving around, he's going to be making money. The hotter the car, the hotter the access to many things that can open and unlock doors, okay? Either way, whatever car you get, whatever you decide, when you feel like something is an upgrade, it will be an upgrade because you said it's going to be an upgrade. So then with the wife or the girlfriend, she's like, well, okay, she's getting opportunities for business now. Other women and people want to like collaborate with her. So that's opening more doors for her to, go with individuals who are in the entrepreneurship, who are in the business lane, that can open doors for her to gain more money, to gain more clients. So it's like an equal exchange of power coming into the dynamic of your relationship. For the intimacy side effects, like of with the partners, you guys could role play. You can role play with yourself too. Like you can dress up in something that makes you look sexy, elegant, and then with the relationship, if you're in a partner duo, you could, dress up in maybe whatever turns you on, like if the teacher or the principal. So it's like if you want your man to play the emperor, the principal, and you play, the student. It's whatever the case may be, but you guys can still reenact and have a written out manifestation that leads to growth, expansion, love, and deeper endeavors. You can even be conjuring up more opportunities for you and your partner to travel, for maybe if you're into polygamy, meeting another woman or a man, whatever you prefer, in a relationship that can make you guys bring a different type of spark into the dynamic, but you want it to go hand in hand with your duo. So you can manifest, but you guys can literally write it down on paper or talk about it in discussions before you're about to do this intimate sacral act. Also, this goes for if you're pleasuring yourself or if you're pleasuring your partner or whatever you're into, or a group. You can just think of overall the main idea. You guys can do yoga. You guys can meditate and kind of try to telepathically talk to one another before beginning this process, and with patience, have Palo Santo or having something in general. You guys can just plan out whatever you're doing. I can say a seance or whatever, but you can also say yoga too. You have a whole session and be like, this session is about telepathically connecting with one another to form our end goal as a whole, because the more energies that's added on to it can be also amplified. But when the power comes and everything comes, allow yourself to still stay grounded and still stay level-minded and level-headed amongst these, sacred acts, always cleansing your house after, if you're doing something of that nature, cleansing your house, having things like that, herbs or lavender for peace, as you're doing these type of things. Now we're going to get into the wet dreams part, okay? So you could have met someone, right, that reminds you of an ancient, and I've been getting the energy heavy on this type of energy in the collective, that someone sparked something in you to open up your heart chakra, or they opened up something that made you feel like, I've known this before. Maybe it was something that you felt when you were younger, right? And you used to be in intimate connections, but maybe that person, that girl, she went away, but her spark, her energy never left your body. So maybe you could have been searching for her or him through other people, but this individual that came to your life could have that ancient pull that makes you feel like a timeline where you were looking for that individual that got away, and also a timeline in your past lives to where you had a connection so deep and ancient with a particular person or individuals that this person holds that type of weight to make you feel that way, and it opened you up. Also getting the energy as well, this could be somebody that you were infatuated, or they were infatuated with you when you guys were younger, and now they resurface. They could be catching your eye, or you're catching their eye, and they want to put their hands on you, they want to just make you feel good in that type of order. And as they're thinking about you and pleasuring themselves to you, and you guys have many lovers, many individuals that possibly love you too. You got lovers, you got people who love you, you got individuals who think about you. You guys are popular, and you guys can be popular loners, or you can be social media influencers or models. You're entertainers. That's what I channel. My sirens are out here doing it big, all right? My goddesses and gods and ancient souls that I conjure amongst this reading to see me. You guys are out here making motion, making things happen. So a lot of people, you're eye candy, okay? So a lot of individuals could be, pleasuring themselves to you. That's an act of sex magic, because as they're doing that, they're thinking about you. So it's like the energy gets straight sent to you, and maybe that's why the wet feelings and the dreams so intimately come to your mind, or things like that could happen because the person is simultaneously doing that, okay? You guys can sometimes even do it together, where you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. You guys might be both feeling like, I want to release, I want to feel loved, I want to be held, I want all of that. And the energies are amplifying so heavy like that is because it's a shared energy between your past lovers, or someone from the past to where you grew up with them, or in a past life, or in general, it can be all, because you're eye candy, so you attract a lot of individuals. You have a lot of lovers that also, are still on the other side of the veil, that still think about you. So moments like that at night, you got to question, it's not just your energy at play here, there's individuals that are amplifying that fire. So that's probably why at night you long and start to desire and want and crave, is because the energy is so heavy at night. That's when the veil thins, I would say with those type of things as well, to bring peace to it and, channel and be able to tame that inner longing. Not to say it's shameful, but I'm talking about tame it, okay? To where you can shifted into bringing you more money, bringing you more love, maybe even bringing you more individuals that you can connect with, okay? Bringing sisterhood, whatever you want, or relationships or multiple relationships, whatever you're desiring, okay? You can use that to tame that energy into your favor, okay? First step is get you a dream chaser, okay? Put it by your door or put it anywhere that feels sacred to you, okay? After getting you a dream chaser, I want you guys to, and mind you, I make jars as well to where you can sleep by them, and it like blocks off any negative dreams, and it only brings you dreams of wisdom. But that's, you guys can check that out in the link in my bio with my website, La Luna Red Rose Palace, okay? Because I'm telling you, little astral projectors, individuals that you don't want to come in your dream, you can get them out of here, okay? But for the ones that, you know, you're feeling this connection, this deep channeling that's going on, especially at nighttime when the veil's thin, getting you a dream chaser is main factor. Before going to bed, specifically lighting a red candle and a black candle, okay? You can do that every Thursday to Friday, you know? Or when a dream starts to feel rapidly, or when you feel like, okay, I've been dreaming back to back, I'm not remembering them, I want to remember them, dream chaser, candles. You can speak prayers as well as you're lighting the candles. You can also do, for white, you know, purity, to just honestly get the true intentions of everything. Pink for love, activating that frequency to channel love in your dreams to bring your lover from the dream world into reality, okay? Want to know more about that? We'll talk about that topic specifically in the next one. You guys can also do a little like spell where you write a petition asking for specifically a lover from the dream world that, you know, you always see him or you see her, or you guys got married before. You can ask information like that. Write it on like a petition. You can write it 3 times. Put it under your pendle. You can put it under your pillow, right? And as you put it under your pillow, pray. Put some like the candles, either white or red, or you can do black and red. But you can also still add black also for protection, and light any other candle that you're resonating with, and asking forth to see the individual that is going to be your lover here, or bringing them to here, you know. And it really is spiritually like that, so you can make things happen like that as well, starting off with the petition. Now, lovers from the past, individuals that I told you that you might feel like you know someone, right? But it's not just that feeling of I seen them somewhere. No, it's like I known you all my life, like a familiar spirit, okay? A lot of you individuals could be attracting familiar spirits from ancient times, ancient Kemet too, where you guys, they were in your temple, okay? And the energies of the power that you guys created something, and you could have possibly had a child with them back in ancient times. And during this new age right now, this timeline, you're meeting individuals that's giving you that feeling, or just one person in particular that's making you feel that way. And it could kind of activate and open up your heart chakra, okay? And it makes you feel this longing desire. Like, even if you're far from the person, or, you know, you guys are talking online, or in general, if the person lives next to you, right, maybe they could come to see you, and when they come to see you, it's always a feeling that makes you feel like butterflies. It makes you feel like something that you've always known and felt like you've always had this type of feeling about this person.